Today's vlog with pretty cool tactic I made. So this was always like my camera corner, camera gear corner, but recently it had turned into just like a catch-all. But today, like, I went through and like organized the office a little bit, cleaned, vacuumed, fixed the rug 'cause it was all wrinkled and stuff, and like literally like came over, like grabbed my camera and just picked it up and just like hit record, and like here we are. It's pretty sweet. It feels good. So today, most of the day was focused on organizing and just like cleaning the apartment, cleaning the office, cleaning my room, just getting everything right there. And I don't know what happened to that video that I posted last night, but literally like I don't know. It just, there was weird like digital stuff that was going on. It might have been like after like I posted it and the file got corrupted or something. We'll see once I post this one what's going on. But today has been like pretty good. What feels like custodian day, like, I guess like that's the way like I like to view it. Obviously this is my apartment, this is where I live, but I also work out of here, so this is like my office, so I like to treat myself as the custodian sometimes, especially when I'm like taking out the trash, vacuuming, sweeping, mopping, the whole nine. And it's definitely like a good perspective. At least I feel like it feels very grounding to like to be in that mentality when I'm still young in my business. Like I've been in business for 2 years now, almost officially coming up here soon, and it's just those small things to keep me grounded in like where I'm at. Like obviously like I like where I'm at. I don't have any employees right now. I'm growing, I'm scaling, I'm doing all these different things, but it's understanding that I'm still learning a lot of the ropes, so when I start hiring people, I already have that standard. So it's pretty dope. I've been watching some content, some Hormozy content, and I came across his like day in the life of an entrepreneur. I really like it. I like the way that it it kind of goes about like telling the story of like what his day-to-day is like, especially when you see his content so much on Instagram. You're like, oh, well, it looks like he has so much time to do whatever. It's like, oh, well, you see what a day-to-day looks like for him. So I'm thinking about adopting a similar style like that. That's something that I'd always like thought about, is like, how can I create a style for Ivan, the guy yesterday I mentioned in that video, and really play to that muscle of like, what is entrepreneurship? What does that really look like? So, yeah, that's kind of what I want to get up here and talk about. I also watched some of my podcasts earlier, and they were really depressing, and which makes sense because that time in my life was a pretty low point for me. There was, my client hadn't paid me, or there was something happening with my client. It was a whole thing, and it was really frustrating. And there was so many things happening in my personal life as well. I was alone and wasn't really reaching out to people, and I was going through like a really rough patch in my life. But obviously like got through it. Like we're here, we're blessed in the new year and stuff like that. But I was thinking about deleting those and like just putting them away because of how like depressing they kind of are. And I've ultimately decided to just leave them up because I think, those videos, did exactly what I wanted to do. Like I really wanted to show that side of entrepreneurship because you don't really see it. At least I haven't seen it a lot. So I'm going to leave those up there. Finding my cadence with these vlogs and these newer videos I'm doing. Like last night I did that little like brainstorming session with an attempt to like get an idea of like, okay, well, if I wanted to do like more of an organized video instead of just shooting from the hip, like what would that look like? So yeah, that's kind of, I don't know, like these vlogs like are kind of updates. Like I like that style of like updating myself and then just getting these like day to day, and then like since I'm still dog sitting Mars, like I'm not going into the city as much, but I definitely want to just kind of build that muscle. Same thing I was doing with the podcast, is just build this muscle of vlogging, so when I go out and have meetings, different things, I can vlog those and stitch those together and really have like a day in the life type deal, but just introduce the channel to the people I'm working with and get them exposure and just start building this block over 2025, or next year I could sit down and watch some of these videos and hopefully gain an audience, gain that traction, and just be like, hey, this is what we do. So I think that's about it. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. And still working on the outro. I don't really like doing the outros, kind of like catch you on the next one. But I don't know. It is what it is. Later.